Jarrett Hurd says that, he can beat both Charlo twins, Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. And beating both Charlo twins will put him in a great position to get a Canelo Alvarez fight. We back. Goodfella Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is. Your boy CJ Goodfella, always grinding. Mr. One Time for the one time. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Also, you can reach out to me in email or DM me or add me on Twitter or DM me on Facebook and Twitter. If you got a question, video request, whatever the concerns may be, salute to all the brothers and sisters out there. And he supposed to believe he could beat all of them, ain't he? All right. Do I believe he could beat all of them? Possibly. He seems to be a special type of fighter. But we got to see. We definitely got to see. He's a big fighter. A lot of people don't know he can box on the back foot a little bit, but he don't have no defense. And not having no defense is not going to go well for all of them fights. He can work on moving his head, but he got to put multiple training camps behind him and work on his head movement and find some defense that work for him. He talking about how, you talking about how much taller he is than most opponents. He don't use his height. All right. Even when he boxes on the back foot, guys are able to come through the front door. He's just countering you with uppercuts and left hooks. You know what I'm saying? His head straight up and down, You know what I'm saying? He's straight up and down, no head movement. He don't box, he don't lose his reach. And you look at it, Tony Harrison was boxing him up, and he his excuse on Laugh at First Sight, go check him out on YouTube, I believe that's the channel name, was that, he needed to fight that type of exciting style to bait guys to fight him. I don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? That was a bullshit ass explanation that he said. I think that's, that's pretty much on the lines of what he said, that he had to, make those a fighting style. Now you're going to see him go back to boxing. And even when he was boxing on the back foot, like JoJo Dan and them was still touching him. You know what I'm saying? Guys were still touching him. I haven't seen anything that made me believe he could beat all those guys yet. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that he might have a special chin. He has great fitness. He has extraordinary size. But you haven't fought anybody that's really not a natural junior middleweight like you. That really could be a middleweight. And that first test is gonna come when he fought Charlo. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be his first test. He says he feel like Jamal Charlo is a tougher fight because of his size and power. And for his style, he said, for his style, he feel like it's a tougher fight. In my opinion, the only real hope he got to beating Jamel Charlo is if, Jamel Charlo don't get his identity crisis in together. And also if Jamel Charlo don't take another fight after December 22nd before their summer showdown, because they have a summer date. That's his only hope. Because that's Jamel Charlo problem right now. He think he's a knockout puncher. But really, him and Derrick James has to find a common ground to match his style. Jamel can box. He can box really, really good. But once Vladimir Martirosyan put some heat on him, he wanted to get more aggressive. And him and Ronnie Shields are bump heads. So now he's becoming more of an aggressive fighter, which I think he could beat Jarrett Hurd by being aggressive, because you can't miss. But one thing about being aggressive, when you throw all those punches, you throw everything with knockout intentions, you tire yourself out. And Jarrett Hurd has shown a very durable chin. So he's going to have to go back, find a style that matches his boxing ability and his punching ability. Most people don't know Jamel Charlo is a boxing savant. You know what I'm saying? He can box on the toes. He can outbox Jarrett Hurd. But can he do it for 12 rounds? That's why you need to be aggressive, and he needs to go to the body. Nobody went to the body on Jarrett Hurd, and it's available. If he go to the body, shoot the jab to the body, come on, he beat Jarrett Hurd easy. I'll tell you that right now. He beat Jarrett Hurd easy if he boxed him. And then and be aggressive in the right spots. But there's no guarantee that he gonna do that. He hasn't shown that yet. The Hadley fight, the John Jackson fight, and the Eric Lubin fight, he's come out and showed his power. And he's fell in love with his power, and he falls in love with his power with Jarrett Hurd. Yeah, he could win, but it might not be an easy time. But if he box and pick his spots to be aggressive in, and go to the body, drop the jab to the body, and really box Jarrett Hurd, he'd beat Jarrett Hurd easy. Beat him easy. There's no comparison between their skills. People don't like the Charlos and don't like Jamel in particular, but the skills don't lie. He beat him easy. He's just as strong as that guy is, and he punched harder than Jarrett Hurd. In my opinion, Jarrett Hurd just wear people down and get them out. He ain't no thunderous puncher. his weight advantage, and he won't enjoy a bigger weight advantage like he did with Harrison, Trout, and Lara. Lara almost only lost by 1 point, and Lara's a smaller junior middleweight. He's an older junior middleweight. He's been through some wars, tough decision versus Carlos Molina. He should have lost. You know what I'm saying? Tough fight versus Paul Williams. He got robbed in. He went to war with Angulo. He's been in some tough wars, man. And as far as Jamal Charlo, well, we get there when we get there. That's a tough fight. If you beat Jamel, it's only right that you market yourself and move up and fight Jamal. That's the perfect marketed thing to do. Same thing that Mikey Garcia should have did with Adrian Broner. As soon as he beat Adrian Broner, Mikey Garcia should have went down and fought Rob Beecher Jr. And right after that, and used that marketing tool. Big bro, try to take up for little big bro. That's what he should have did, but he didn't capitalize off of that. He beat Big Bro and Broner. He should have came back down and beat Rob Beecher Jr. immediately. But hey, he didn't do that. And I think he lost some cool points on that. But Jamal's a different fighter, longer, taller, can box, hit harder, different weight class. That fight won't be easy as well. I just don't see Jarrett Hurd, developing defense good enough. But he might be having one of those guys that has durable chins. But when you got a guy that got durable chin, you go to the body. And I know two fighters that go to the body, and that's Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. At least when Golovkin not fighting Canelo, he goes to the body. And he says, I think he means that Golovkin is his toughest fight because Golovkin can punch and go to the body. You know what I'm saying? That might be a stylistically tougher fight than Canelo. At least he said in the article, and I'll link the article in the description. He said he feel like Golovkin a tougher fight because he's more physical. And it'll be a war. That'll be fight of the year. Jarrett Hurd versus Gennady Golovkin, but Golovkin getting old. You know what I'm saying? Golovkin getting real old, but he still can punch. And when Jarrett Hurd don't move his head and got no defense, and if Golovkin got the courage to go to the body, he possibly can get Jarrett Hurd up out of here. Well, body shots, anybody that got a good chin like that and that rehydrate overnight like that, go to the body. You know what I'm saying? That's be the book on Mexicans. When Mexicans got good chins, you go to their body. As far as Canelo Alvarez, that'll be a hell of a fight. But Canelo Alvarez, if he got that stamina that he had versus Triple G, that's going to be a tough fight. And he said that's the easiest fight. That's a tough fight because it's size advantage. But if Canelo got that stamina he had versus Triple G in the second fight, that's going to be a tough fight. But I think Jarrett Hurd may really grind him down. But Canelo going to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? Canelo going to do combination punches. Canelo be up in that fight until the end, and then Jarrett Hurd going to try to make his fourth quarter push. But, I'm just tired of hearing fighters talk about, what they do and what they going to do. But you got 2 fights before you even get to Jamel. You know what I'm saying? He fighting Jason Wilborn December 1st. He said he's trying to come back and do a homecoming fight in the beginning of the year, then fight Jamel Charlo in the summer. Who knows? What can happen? What if, one of you dudes injure yourself? Or what if you have a hiccup, injure your shoulder again? What if he get injured? What if you lose one of them fights? What if one of them fights a draw and you got to get a dude a rematch? These dudes be talking about like stuff is going to happen, like for 100% sure going to happen. You know what I'm saying? In actuality, you should be fighting Jamel Charlo next. Nobody care about that other shit you trying to do, to be honest. I don't even want to hear him talk about the Jamel Charlo fight. Because I'm tired of these false promises in the sport of boxing. And Stephen Espinosa can get on any podcast he want to and say this going to happen, that going to happen. Until it happen, I believe it, man. Seriously. Until these fights happen, I believe it. Seriously, he can talk to you blue in the face about what he want to do and what his plans is, man. All right, all I know is you fighting a guy, Jason Wilborn, on the undercard that you wasting my $50 on. That's a waste of $50. I don't want to see you fight no Jason Wilborn. They could have found a better opponent. I obviously don't care. Don't care about your shoulder situation. You could have fought a better opponent than a guy outside the top 15. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I mean, or you could have put that on FS1 or Bounce. We paying $50 for the entire card. For Wild and Fury. Y'all gonna give us 2 lackluster heavyweight matchups and then Jarrett Hurd as the co-main and the tuna. I don't want to see that. I just pay my $50 as soon as the main event come on because it's terrible. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but I admit it, it's terrible. Nobody want to see him versus Jake. Y'all should put that on, stream that on YouTube or put that on Showbox. Jarrett Hurd ain't this big name that he can just fight on pay-per-view or headline Showtime versus Jason Wilborn on a regular Showtime or Fox Card. Put him on FS1 Bounce. Don't waste my time. You know, but I see all these dudes possibly beating him. You know, until he show more. You know, I favor all of them. I don't think he get past Jamel, in my opinion. I think it's gonna be a good fight. It won't surprise me if Jarrett Hurd won. But I don't think you can't get past Jamel, you ain't gonna get Jamal. You know? You can't get Jamal, you definitely get Golovkin. You go get Canelo. But at least he's ambitious, but I'm tired of hearing the talk. I'm tired of him talking. You know, as soon as he win that belt, he sounds like a businessman. I'm tired of him doing the talking, man. Just do the fight, man. You do your 2 tune-ups, and after you done with your tune-ups, when you sign to fight Jamel, then we can talk. But until then, don't do no more articles about it, because if you don't end up fighting him because you injure your shoulder or something happened to him, that blood gonna fall on your hands, and people gonna blame you. Well, I thought you said you was fighting Jamel. Well, you know, this and that happened, and like, come on. Just tired of these dudes talking. What they gonna do? If it was the 5th, we all be drunk. All these dudes talk about what they will do. Tell me when you gonna do it. Tell me when the contract is signed. Okay? Tell me when you sign to fight one of these 4, and then we can get excited about it. I ain't getting excited about none of these dudes. These dudes will turn, oh, he wanted too much money, or, you know, I injured my shoulder again, or he injured his calf again. We pushing it back to 2020. Man, I done heard 2020 too much in the sport of boxing. You know, when y'all sign to fight, I'll be there to watch it. I'll be there to support both of the brothers. But till then, I don't want to hear nothing about it. I just want to hear you talking about Jason Wilborn. After that, talk about your match in the DMV area, and then we can talk about Jamel Charlo. And we can beat Jamel Charlo. We talk about Jamal Charlo, Golovkin, and Canelo Alvarez as opponents, all right? And Jaime Munguia possibly. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook and Twitter. Also at the Facebook group, all the links in the description. I linked this article to the description as well, so you can read it and for yourself. And interpret it and comprehend it how you want to interpret and comprehend it. Also, the email in the description, intro music in the description as well. Salute to all you brothers and sisters holding us down. Want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description as well. I definitely appreciate you sharing the channel, sharing the videos, helping us push towards 10,000 subs before the end of the year. Help your boy get that push going on. Share the channel, share the video. We talk NFL, NBA, music, entertainment, current events, college sports. Y'all know what the business is. Mr. One Time for the one time we gone.